Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Hunter with your host, Hunter. Wow, what a Sunday! That was a great week. How was everyone's picks this week? I think we did pretty good. As expected, Mr. Rogers bounced back against Houston. That game was pretty much over at the half, although the final score made it look a little bit closer than it was. Houston has definitely taken a step back this year, if you guys haven't noticed that already. Mr. Brady's game was flexed out of the Sunday Nighter, which is a shame because, as we said last week, that was going to be a great game. I'm pretty sure Mr. Brady was like, welcome to my TED Talk at his post-game presser. He had 4 touchdowns through the air, and he even ran one in himself. Wow. I bet Mr. Belichick is like missing the GOAT right now. Speaking of which, Zia Stephanie's favorite quarterback, Jimmy Gorgeous, he absolutely destroyed his former team this week. Although his 4 rushing touchdowns didn't really show up, help him on the fantasy line. Neither did his 2 picks, but still, he was able to outlast Cam Newton. Although it's more like Cam Olton, right? Oh, Scam Newton? Yeah. Scam Newton. So I'm going to take full credit for that Cardinals win. I'm pretty sure I called that last week when I said, don't count out the Cardinals. The Seattle Seahawks are back in action this week after a bye. Don't count out the Cardinals. They look to impress again after their Monday night matchup against Dallas. Did you guys see that DK Metcalf though? He's like part cheetah or something. Even Usain Bolt was jealous of that chase down tackle to save a touchdown. Wow, that was crazy. Too bad that no one's gonna remember that though because Seattle ended up losing that game after Mr. Wilson threw a pick late in overtime, and then they just lost. So sad for them, though. Seattle fans be like... Alright, guys. Now, on to Week 8. On the Thursday nighter, we have the struggling Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Mr. Gurley looks to atone for his last-minute mistake last week. I know that a touchdown is an odd mistake, but they're pretty much gifting him that so that they could go downfield. Great for Daddy's team, though. His fantasy team had both Gurley and Stafford on it, so those 12 points won him the week. I don't know what that means, though, but good for Daddy, I guess. Carolina is probably going to get Mr. McCaffrey back, but I don't know how good he's going to be after a few weeks off. We'll see how that ankle holds up. It's pretty much an okay game. Worth the watch. We also have a big NFC North rival game going on. The struggling Vikings visit the Green Bay Packers. Daddy likes the Green Bay Packers. I don't care. I'm just here for the cheese. Mr. Rogers is probably going to be good this week now that Mr. Adams is back. Should be an easy win for the Packers. The Steelers are the only remaining undefeated team, and look for that to continue this week. They should handle that pretty easily. The Bills might finally be able to beat the Pats this year, so look for that to be a pretty close matchup, but Bills should win. And then finally, there's no reason that the Browns should be favored against Vegas. I know the Vegas got destroyed last week by Mr. Brady, but Tom Brady's not walking through the door. Browns are terrible. Take Vegas for sure. And that brings us to everyone's favorite segment. It's the garbage game of the week. Garbage. This week's garbage game is a tie between the NFC least terrible Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. But yeah, that's what those fans are pretty much feeling. We're all just crybabies. But the real garbage game of the week is the Jets. Jets. Not to pick on them, but they are just terrible. They look good for a second against the Bills, but did you guys see that KC defense last week? KC could probably score more points this week than New York has scored all year. That's going to be just a total debacle. Okay, guys, we have a new segment for this week. It's a collab with Princess Longbottom. It's called the Poppy Predictor.